Thanks for joining me. I'm meteorologist Jacob Dickey in the WCBI First Alert Weather Center. We are here to recap Hurricane Nate, the first hurricane to make landfall in Mississippi since 2005, and only the 7th named storm since we began naming them back in the 1900s. This is a look at the storm as it came ashore. Notice here at 11 a.m. as we popped that up, it was a very strong-looking storm, but as it got closer to shore, it almost condensed and shrank down just a little bit. That's something that we see often with faster-moving hurricanes and tropical systems as they come through. The waters were plenty warm in the Gulf, so if Nate had not been moving at the 20 to 30 miles an hour northward that it was, it may have in fact strengthened, seeing those water temperatures well into the 80s. That is good for tropical development. So the fact that Nate moved further and faster to the north allowed it to quickly move out and not get quite as strong as we could have seen with those warm Gulf waters. The other impacts with these strong north-moving storms, we often sometimes can see the strong tropical storm systems that are moving quickly become lopsided, and that's exactly what happened as we got closer to shore. Most of the convection and the winds were associated on the east side of that system, and we can see with our high-res satellite the impacts of that. We can also look at those winds aloft through the day. Again, most of those north winds on the right side were associated between 40 to 60 miles an hour associated with Nate, whereas on the left side or the back side, a lot slower winds over here through Louisiana that ended up coming through parts of Mississippi as well. And so we saw the rain and the wind mostly focused on the right side, again because of a quicker moving tropical system. And we see again as it made landfall approximately midnight on Saturday night, Sunday morning, it continued to lift off to the north and to the east, bringing plenty of tropical moisture as well as gusty tropical storm force winds into Alabama and into Georgia. It also brought the threat for a few tornadoes from the Carolinas and Georgia on that right side of the system, whereas on the back side, seeing more sunshine than anything. Just a few clouds in here in Columbus during the overnight hours on Saturday into Sunday morning, but by Sunday afternoon, we got some sunshine in here. Part of the reason for the tropical system moving off to the north and to the east is the fact that that cold front bounced it very quickly once it made landfall. We can see this cold front associated with drier air right here coming through Memphis. As it did so, it just kind of bumped and scooted Nate off to the east and gave us a little less rain, a little less wind, but we still got some gusty winds across the southeast. Notice as it makes landfall here, seeing those bright reds, and those are winds between 50 to 60 miles an hour. And even through the day on Sunday, gusty winds 30 to 40 miles an hour and higher across Alabama, damaged many power lines and trees as that continues into Georgia into Appalachians on Sunday night into Monday. Here's a little closer. You can see 40 to 50 mile an hour gusts are estimated by radar. Mobile and Gulfport still seeing 30 to 40 on the I-65 corridor between Montgomery and Birmingham by Sunday afternoon. That did quite a bit of damage for the area. Now, when it first made landfall, it also did quite a bit of damage, not only the wind, but the storm surge. We can see the surge really pushing in on Highway 90 in Gulfport and in Biloxi. Those waves of water coming in, recorded 5 to 8 feet of water with the winds 60 miles an hour plus, really helped to bring in some water and some sand. As of Sunday morning, Highway 90 was still closed in spots as crews worked to remove sand. Also did some minor damage to buildings, power lines, and trees across the Gulf Coast and up into Mississippi and Alabama. If you'd like to see that full video, you can go to my Facebook page, Meteorologist Jacob Dickey. I've got all of that video there that you can watch and more. Now, in addition to the wind and the storm surge, the rain came down for many of us in the southeast. This is the first band that came ashore early Saturday afternoon. By 4 p.m., we were watching in the Hattiesburg area, still seeing some rain up in the Golden Triangle and points north, but the tropical rain stayed off to our south until early Sunday morning. This is at Sunday at 6:30 a.m., still seeing some showers and storms, but again, we're on the backside of the system, so less showers there. The heavier rain on the I-65 corridor from Birmingham down towards Montgomery into the Florida Panhandle, and it quickly scooted its way off to the north and to the east here, bringing plenty of rain into the lower Appalachians and the Carolinas. Even a few of these storms did produce some tornadoes that were reported. Those videos are available on my Twitter page. Here we can see a high-res Doppler radar. Again, taking another look, just a higher, a cooler view of this, I guess we could say. Once those first bands lifted off to the north, here's where that eye is. You can see that very well. The right side was where all of that rain and the wind was associated with that, but still seeing that center of circulation quickly lift off to the north and the east. Sunday afternoon, we did get a few spot showers in there associated with the backside of what was left of Nate. That helped to give us some really nice pictures, but it also gave us lesser rain amounts than maybe we were hoping, seeing some of those drought conditions here in northeast Mississippi and west Alabama creep back in. Where they did get the rain, though, is in Alabama. This is in 4 to 6 inches across the areas in green, all the way from Mobile, Montgomery, through Huntsville, north of Atlanta. As of Sunday afternoon and evening, lesser amounts in the Golden Triangle as we look at our 24-hour rainfall estimates. These brighter colors, again, 4 to 6 inches in Pickens and Lamar counties, 1 to 2 inches plus. On the Mississippi side, though, the few of us that got lucky here off in Eupora, Louisville, Macon, DeKalb, seeing between a ½ inch and 1 inch, where some of us were left high and dry from this as the rain was again concentrated on the right side of that system. What we did get, though, some really nice viewer pictures. This was on Saturday night at Enid Lake. Carla McJackson sent that in to us. A really pretty sunset with the low clouds in place. Bella sent this one in to us from North Mississippi. Another great picture that was sent in to us on Twitter. On Sunday, then, we had some really nice fall-like pictures as those showers, the spot showers, brought some beautiful blue colors into the sky. That one from Brooksville. And Amber caught this rainbow from a shower in Starkville on Sunday afternoon. Thanks to sending those viewer pictures in. You can always send them to us, and we would love to share them. If you'd like to connect with me more, you can do so on Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, and Instagram at JacobDickeyWX, or email me, jdickey@wcbi.com. And we love to get those viewer pics to our WCBI Weather social media at WCBI Weather on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat. You can also email us at weather@wcbi.com, and make sure you download our mobile app on Android and on the Apple Store so you can get our latest forecast and much more.